Good morning, guys. So, in the last session, we completed DDL operations. Okay, and the next language commands. Next one is the next language, DML operations. Okay, let me see. So, take DML operations. So, in this, the first command, insert command, and this insert command, how we can use it here. Okay, let me see, guys. So this command basically we are going to be using to insert your data or rows. So whenever you want to insert some data or rows into table, this command will be using here. Okay, so what I want to say here, to insert okay, new row into a table. So whenever you want to insert a new row data, okay, otherwise I can say new row data into a table. So there you can use what now? Insert command. And this command, guys, here, when you want to use this command, there are two syntaxes we can use it. Okay, there are two methods or syntaxes here. So the syntax number one, okay, so will be like this here, to insert into table name and sending values. Okay, of here you need to send your values one. So value one, okay, value two, and so on. This is one syntax here. Okay, so to how it was working here, observe. So I just come to open my SQL plus, and now now we can see I just go for this. Okay, okay, fine. And now we need to connect with our database here. So who is this? MyDB 11 AM user and MyDB 11 AM. So I just connected here, and yesterday we taken one table here. So we designed yesterday table. Yes or no, guys? So I think we dropped the table. Okay, fine. So again, I just go to created one sample table in our database by using of create command. So create table, table name student, student ID, integer, student name. Okay, so I'm passing here varchar2 of some size and student fee. So number of 6, 2. And now I just executed here. So, but in this table, okay, we don't have it any data. So now we need to insert some data into this table. Okay, now how to insert means we have here insert command now. So my insert command, insert into student and sending values here, observe. For example, in my table, the number of columns, how many columns we have in this table, guys, here, there are 3 columns are there, right? So, but when we have 3 columns and I'm inserting some values here, for example, student ID, the student name I'm passing now. So now through this syntax, I'm inserting 2 values to my table, but the table was having how many columns? 3 columns. So when I executed here, it was showing error, and it's clearly telling us, okay, it's not enough your values, because your number of columns, how many are there here? 3. And your passing values, how many here? 2. So the number of columns and number of values are matching here. No, not matching. So that's why it is not allowed. So in the next case, suppose if I'm passing, okay, so the 15, and now some extra value I'm sending now. So my table is having total number of columns are 3, but here I'm sending 4 values. If you send like this, it is also not allowed. And it was saying what now? Too many rows are okay, affect too many row, or sorry, too many values here. So that means what you understand guys here, by using of this syntax in your table, exactly how many number of columns are there, that many values we insert. Okay, so this is through this column. Now I'm going to insert it here. So one row is affected because of number of columns and number of values are same and matching. So it is accepted. And after that, this information, do you want to see it here? You have to call your, okay, select a statement to student. So now you are calling here the student table. One row is successfully affected here. Okay, this is one way method to inserting your values into table. Okay, next. In the next one is called as the syntax number 2. In this syntax number 2, what is the advantage for the user? So user wish he want to insert, okay, your required columns values only they can insert now. Okay, so now which columns you want it here? You need to send here, okay, required columns. So I want to send here required column or columns names. Okay, now so required column names I'm passing here, and after that those required columns purpose we are sending values. So v1 comma v2 comma v3 like we are sending now. Okay, now this is another syntax guys here, and this syntax advantage of the second syntax is what now? We are inserting the values for your required columns, not all columns here. For required columns purpose we want to insert. Let me come out and see guys here. Suppose I need to insert now. Okay, if I'm passing here insert into student, and here suppose you need to send the 3 columns values. Okay, then all columns should be mentioned like this. Then how many columns I was mentioned here? 3 columns. That means I should insert how many values? 3 values compulsory we should insert now. 3 values compulsory we should insert now, because in this case the how many columns you mentioned in your query, that each and every column value I want to student ID, student name and student fee. So I can insert like this. Okay, so now I just go to executing this one and see it is accepted, and come back to see your table, select a star from student. So I can, okay, now student I can here. But now you can see in this case the same pattern. Suppose, okay, in this case same pattern, you don't want to send your all columns values, you want to send your specific columns values. So there you have to send like this here. Okay, now which columns you want it? For example, the 2 columns I mentioned, and the student ID, student name, and those particular columns only I can send it here. But here the 2 columns I specified in my query. Okay, in my query I specified student ID and student name. So, and that values only we are inserted here. But the remaining column, whatever the remaining column is there, student fee column. So the remaining column, student fee column. So the column value we are not mentioned in this. We mentioned only these 2 columns only we mentioned, and the 2 columns data we are inserted here. Okay, but we didn't mention which column. Student fee column is not mentioned. So then what it was happened, sir, means so this column will take by default null. So when you are not inserting values to that particular column, the column by default, what it was take, nulls are taking here. So that's why, can you see, if I'm going to execute this one, my row was created, but whenever I want to call my table, okay, so what it was showing here, observe. It was showing your row successfully, but can you see guys here, the ID number name was taken, but can you see SV is going to be showing empty. So this empty cell, this is called a cell. This empty cell is called as what now? Null. So null is nothing but simply we can say it's a empty location or empty. Just a empty cells we called as a nulls. So now this is null was there automatically here, because I'm not sending any value to my SV column. Okay, so that's why it was a null. Okay, in the same to same, the next okay operation. For example, we need to send only my required column student ID. Okay, you can send it now. So number 4, and here how many columns I was left here? 2 columns I left. So by default, those 2 columns are what it will take? Nulls. And can you see a student name is called as a empty. This cell is also empty. And here this cell is also empty. Okay. So which columns you left here? Those columns will take nulls by default. Okay. So this is the way, guys, here the second syntax you can go to use it as per your which columns you need to insert. So those columns informations we can pass here and send the values. Okay, now. So is your wish, you can require any column as your wish. Okay, as your wish, you can require any column you can insert here. Right on. Okay, right. So in these two syntaxes, syntax number 1 and 2, we are inserting, okay, a specific row data, okay, at a time into your table. That means a specific row we inserted here. But suppose you need to insert your rows, multiple rows, you need to insert continuously into your table. Okay. So when you want to go for like this, okay, how to insert my multiple rows and continuous manner without taking any break. Okay. Right. So in that cases, okay, how we can. So right down below. So how to insert, okay, multiple rows into a table. So when you want to come out here, okay, in this, so we need to use a one, okay, special operator that is called as a ampersandage. So this is called as a substitutional operators we call. Okay, and with the help of this operator, I can insert my multiple rows. Okay, and this, okay, ampersand is what it was telling guys here. Okay, we can insert, okay, to insert, okay, values, to insert values dynamically. So here the values, how are you inserted means, are you inserted your values in which manner? Dynamically. So continuous dynamically, whatever you want it, you can insert here. So that is what we called as the ampersandage. Okay, substitutional operator. So now guys here observe in the syntax number 1, if you face this, so what is the syntax here? 1, all columns you need to send. So send here, insert into table name and sending values of, so give it yours ampersandage and column name 1, comma, ampersandage and column name 2, column name 2. Okay. So comma and so on. Okay. So now whenever you want to inserting, okay, the multiple values continuously, okay, into your table, then you should use ampersandage for each and every column name before. Are you understanding now? So every column name before we should use what now? Ampersandage. Okay. So then we are using like this. Then advantage of, okay, the user is what now? Let me see. The present in my table, how many rows we have, guys? How many rows we have present? 4 rows are we have it here. And let you see, I'm going to do this. Okay, insert into student and sending values. So now I'm passing single ampersand for student ID and open single quote, single ampersand of student name and single ampersand of student fee, and to execute now. Then can you see guys here, it was asking to you your student ID column value when you want to enter execution level. That's called a dynamic level. So enter value for student ID. It's clearly asking to you. So it was at runtime level, it was asking to you enter value for student ID. So now you have to give here, suppose 5. Next asking name. So now I'm giving some name Jones. Next asking fee. I'm entered fee and C. One row is created, and the values, how I was inserted my values into my columns means dynamically I inserted here. The dynamically I was given the values right now. So now the same thing I need to repeatedly, that means continuously, I need to insert my multiple rows. So continuously, whenever you want to insert your rows into your table, then which query you have to execute continuously? Which query you want to execute continuously? This insert query. So whatever you written there, so that query continuously, if you executed, then only possible to execute my values continuously. So but every time I don't want to write this query again and again. Yes or no? So whatever I was mentioned here, this query again I don't want to write here. So if you are writing again and again, then there is no need of to use this ampersand. Yes or no? So that's why when what we want to do here, so to execute your query continuously, okay, then you have to use a slash. So okay, you are using slash here. So when I'm using slash, what it was happen means the slash will go to do it here to re-execute. What it will do? To re-execute the last executed, the last executed SQL language query in SQL plus editor, in SQL plus editor. So that means in this SQL plus environment, so whatever my last executed query, whatever my last executed, already executed SQL query is there in SQL plus what you did. So that query again, what I'm doing, re-execute. Now tell me in this SQL plus environment, okay, in this environment, now tell me what is my last executed query? Which query last executed in this? Yes. Okay. Select command is executed lastly or insert command? Insert command is lastly executed query. Okay. So this query re-execute again. I have to use what? Slash. Point understanding in all of you? Yes. So this statement, I will take it here. Don't write, observe first. So now you just come out and see. So now I just go to, okay, executing this one, what it was happening. You can see executing. What happened? Again, your query is executed now. This query is executed or not? Yes, executed and asking what it was asking. Enter value for student ID. So now continuously. So now I insert 6 and some name, Scott, some amount of salary. Sorry, if you know, yes. Again, you have to continue this. Again, you can use a slash. Again, asking enter value for student ID 7 and name was, for example, Miller. Okay, and some amount of fee 63. So now it will ask. So like this continuous manner, it will be inserted here. And let me see continuously how many rows I inserted into my table, guys. Can you check out? 3 rows. The 3 rows got it? Yes or no? Yes. 5, 6, 7. So the continuously I inserted here. So whenever you want to insert continuous like this, then you have to use single ampersand. You should use it. Right down below. Okay, right. So now you just continue like this here in the syntax number 1 and come out and see the syntax number 2. Okay, and the syntax number 2 here. So your required columns we need to send here, and I'm passing here. Okay, my required columns, my required columns names. Okay, fine. And this is my second syntax. Okay, right. So in this case, let me see. Observe first of all. So here your wish, guys, you need to send your required columns. Okay. The total 7 rows was there in my table. Okay. And now let me come out and to insert here. So insert into my table name is what now? Student. Okay. And off. Suppose which columns you want it here. Okay. For example, I want it here. Student ID, comma, student fee. I'm sending now. And the values of so ampersand is of student ID, comma, and percentage of student fee. So my required columns I'm asking. And it was asking to me student ID 8 and the fee was something I was given now. So one row is created. And if you need to continue this one, use a slash and asking again. And the number was 9. And now I'm giving some fee 35. So it will be continuous process. But tell me in this case, the which column we left guys here? Which column is left? Name column is left. So name column is left here. So name column by default, what it was taken? Nulls. So now let me come and see guys here. The final my. And now we can see. So now can you find out here the 8 and 9? Okay, we are inserted here, but your student ID numbers are taken and fee was taken. But which was is null? Your name is null. So like you have to use your the second syntax to insert your required columns data right down below. Okay, right. This is insert command and the working nature, how to insert the data into table. What is the next command, guys? The second command is what? Update. So now take citing here. So this command is used for to update all rows, okay, in a table at a time. Okay, this is one case I can, and even though I can use this update command, okay, so to update a specific row data in a table, okay, I can update. But whenever you want to go for a specific row data, compulsory I need to use, guys, here. So by using, okay, so which class I need to use means I want to use my where condition. So where condition compulsory we should use whenever you want to updating specific rows, okay, now. So compulsory, it's need. Without where class we can't do. So now here the syntax of this update command. So what is update? Update and pass your table name, set, and your wish. So which columns you need to update it here? The column name 1 and value 1, comma, column name 2. Okay, and I can say column name 2 is equals to value 2. Okay, so comma, and later I said and so on, and under your optional bracket we need to pass your where condition. Okay, now, so this is what your update command. Okay, let me see. So this syntax, how it was work it. Okay, let me come back and see. Right, come out and see this. Present in my table, the total 9 rows we have here. And in this 9 rows, some rows are having some empty cells are there. That means empty blocks are there. And some blocks are fulfilled with some values. Okay. So the two kind of things we have it here. For example, here one of the first I will show you one specific, student fee I want to change. For example, here, suppose Scott was there here. The Scott student, the fee was how much here? 25,000. Suppose this only one column data I want to change. At this moment, okay, and which person? Scott. So we are writing update. The table name is what now, guys? Here, student, set. Which column you want to change? Fee column. How much? For example, 5,000 rupees. If I leave like this, what it was happen? All students' fees are converting as a 5,000, but I don't want it to all. I want it only specific student. Okay, now. So then I have to use what now? Where condition. So which student you want it? where ename is equals to Scott, where ename is equals to Scott. So that means that student fee only changing. And here tell me how many columns data are you changing here? Only one column. How many columns data are you changing? One column. How many rows? One row. So one row and one column we are updated. That means specific row of a specific column we updated. Understanding now? So this is one way you have to use, and we send okay. What is the name? Yes, name. Yeah. S name is equals to Scott. So now yes. And let me see one row updated here. And finally, when you come back to here, so now see the person Scott, okay, his name Scott, his salary was 5,000 changes. So this is one row of one column. Okay. Let's see next one. Suppose in the second option is what now? Another student is there here. Okay, the another student, this number is 4, but the student name is also empty block, and there's few also empty. So these two empty cells I need to fulfill with some value. There are two empty cells are there. Into that empty cell I need to give some value. Okay, so in this case also you can use update command. So update the student set. And what is this S name? So your S name, I will take it here. For example, Adams, comma, and what next? Fee. It's a 500. Okay. So now where? Which student ID? For a yes. The fourth student ID. Okay. Name is empty cell and fee also empty. So for this ID student, this ID I'm assigning to Adams, and his fee how much? 5. So here also one row with how many columns? Two columns we updated. So let me see. One row with the two columns. And let me come out and execute now. So this person, Adams, and 500 rupees. It changes now? Yes. This is one thing. Okay. In the next level, observe. If I want to update guys here, can you see the student fee column? You can observe. The student fee column is C. So when come to student fee column here, so in student fee column, almost every student fee was fulfilled, except which student? Ward. Okay, except which student? Ward. Suppose what I want to do, so in my student fee column, which okay cell in this column, wherever empty cells are there in my student fee column, wherever empty cells are there, those empty cells I need to fulfill with some value. My point understanding now? With some value. Okay. So now in this student fee column, how many empty cells are there? Only one empty cell. So that only one empty cell I have to change. Understand now? Now, for example, you have a multiple empty cells are there. Okay. So one empty cell is belongs to which student? Word student. So based on this condition, I can write. But suppose you have a multiple empty cells are there, then how to fulfill with some value? For example, here I'm doing guys one thing. Now you can see. Now tell me in my student fee, how many empty cells are there now? Two. One cell here empty and one cell here empty. Two cells are there. So these cells and empty cells I need to fill with some value. Okay now. So in this case, how I can means here observe. So I'm going to write in here update The student name is student. Sorry, the table name is student. And what is this? Student fee is equals to 8,000 rupees, where which student fee is equals to empty. Null means what? Empty. So here, okay, now you can see carefully. So which student fee is empty? Those students I want to fulfill with some value. Question understanding? So now what I am doing here, where condition student fee is equals to null. So that means which student fee is equals to empty. There I have to update with how much value? 8,000 rupees. Okay, now, right. But here, can you see, I am writing my, okay, condition, S fee is equals to null. S fee is equals to null. Let me see what it was happened when I'm going to executing this one. Okay. I executed. But what it was happened? Your empty cells are fulfill or not? Not. And here it was showing what? What it was showing? 0 rows are affected, and let me see whether it is changed or not. Empty cells are updated? No. So why, sir? Why it is not updated means actually the problem is what now? Here student fee is equals to null, I said. Here which operator I'm using? Equal operator. But actually whenever you want to comparing your nulls, okay, your equal operators, relational operators, arithmetic operators are not supported. So here in this place, to avoid this problem, the people was using one special keyword. The keyword is what? Is keyword. Is keyword. So this concept will be coming soon. It will be come out to you. There I will give some explanation. Okay, now, right. So it is still not updated. Okay, fine. Then what I want to do here, where student 8,000. So where student ID, what I want to use is null. So whenever you want to do some operations based on null, then you can use what now? Is null. Student ID I was gonna. Student fee is a null. Okay, let me see now. Now it was see and check out how many rows affected. 2 rows are affected. Okay, fine. And let me come back here. Okay, now see, your 2 empty cells are fulfilled with some values. Yes or no? Yes. So we have to take it out. So this is one case, empty cells, how to fulfill with some values. Okay, this is one thing. Suppose another case is there. In another case is what now? Suppose here student fee, almost every student fee already having some values. Yes or no? Now this all students fee, I need to make it empty. That means my complete column data, my complete column data, I want to make it what now? Empty. So in this case, how we can serve? Here observe. We are using update. Okay. The student set which fee? Student fee. Here observe carefully. Student fee is equals to null. And here I'm not using where condition. If I'm not using where condition means what now? All are affected. How many students are there? 9 students. It means 9 rows. 9 rows are affected here as an empty. Now 9 rows are affected. Yes. Now you can see complete your student fee column is empty, erased. The data is erased here. Understanding now? So this is, but here you have to doubt. You are asking one doubt here. What is the doubt here? Sir, here we are using equal operator. Yes or no? But here I'm using is operator. Why, sir? What is the differences here means? Here this is called as a comparing. This is what now? Comparing here. This is called a comparing level. Okay, this is called a comparing level. This is called as a not a comparing level. This is called as what now? Assigning level. It is what? Assigning. Assigning some value. There comparing some value. So comparing level, what we are comparing, nulls are comparing. So comparing level, don't use any operators, only is operator support, equal, less than, greater than, not supported. Okay now, so comparing level is keyword, assignment level equal. Understand na? So this is very important for your interviews also. Okay, just keep it here, but more clarity you will get it in the next topic. Okay na, the coming topic is that topic only, there I will explain to you, okay, why it was like this. Okay, right. So now this is the way guys here update commands, so all are making empties. Now suppose if I want to make it all are again with some value, then again what you want to do, update. Okay, student set, the student fee is equals to 5,000 now. Then what happened, you can see all are again with some values. So like different manner you can go to use it, update command. Okay, right down below. The different way you can use your few examples I was given for different scenarios. Okay, the different ways you can check out. Okay, right. Here's some note point you have to take for your remembering purpose. Okay, let me see. So comparing, when we comparing nulls. Okay, comparing nulls in a table. Okay, then what we want to use, guys, here we should use a is operator. Okay, and the next one is when we assign value or assign null to a column. Okay, then we should use what now? Which operator, guys, here? Equal operator. So comparing nulls, okay, is operator. Assigning null using equal operator. The difference is observed. Okay, fine. And the next one is the third command. What is the third command here? Delete. So basically, delete command is also used for, guys, here to delete all rows, okay, from a table. So at a time, this is one case, okay, now, or else even though we can go to delete, okay, so to delete a specific row, okay, a specific row from a table, okay, by using what I want to use here, by using where condition. By using what now? Where condition. So this is the delete operation, and come back your syntax. Okay. So what is my syntax here? Delete from table name, and here you have to use your where condition. Okay, now. So this is your delete command, right? Okay, let me come. So in delete command also, let me observe. So these are total 9 rows. Okay, suppose if I want to delete a specific row, okay, from the student table, so I need to use where student ID is equals to 5. So when I was given the condition where class here, and which condition are you given in the where class? So based on that condition, the 5th student row will be deleted here. So now this is specific row deletion we called. Okay, now? So that was specific row is deleted, 5th row is deleted. Suppose you need to delete, guys, here. Suppose here which which student name is having nulls. Okay, in student name column, in S name column, how many empty cells are there? How many empty cells are there? Those empty cells rows I want to delete. Point understanding now? So here how many empty cells are there here? 2 empty cells rows are there. 9, 8 and 9. So those 2 empty cells rows I want to delete. Not only 2, if it is how many are there? Okay, that all I want to remove it from my table. Okay, so in this case, what I want to use, I said, if I'm using where student, okay, where S name is equals to null, if I'm giving here, what happening? It is not consider your request. Okay, the server cannot understand your request. Okay, so because the reason behind, okay, what it is, I will explain to you in next session. But now you can see what I want to use. I said comparing level is keyword. So is keyword, when it was using here, what it was happening, sir, means based on this condition, it will go to your column. In this column, it will be one by one comparing. So your first cell is empty. No, having some name, Smith. Second cell is empty. No, not empty. Third cell is empty. No. Fourth cell is empty. No. Fifth, sixth, Scott is empty. No. Seventh is empty. No. Eighth row is empty. Yes. Empty. Yes. Satisfied here. Ninth row is empty. Yes. Satisfied. So yes means condition true. Yes or no? What we are going to be finding empty cells, those I found. Okay, those I found. So immediately those empty cells rows are deleted here. How many rows? 2 rows. And let me come out and see your table. Deleted, huh? Yes. This is one case. Suppose, sir, I don't mind here how many empty cells are there, how many data was there, or how much data was there, that I don't want it. Complete my table rows I want to delete. How many rows deleted? 6 rows. And finally, you just call your entire, the table is empty. But here carefully observe, table is empty. It means that rows are deleted, but not a columns. Columns are there. So student table is there. Columns are there. What it was not there? Rows are not there. But the same kind of situation where you find out. Any command we discuss like this? Yes. Which command? Truncate command. Truncate command. Huh? So truncate command, what we discussed in the last class? Deleting all rows but not columns. Here also same thing is happened now. I deleted all rows, 6 rows, whatever it was. But what it was left? Columns are left. Okay, now? So that means here the question will come. So what is the differences between truncate command and delete command? Okay, write down below. The first, these things we have to take. Take this. Okay, right. So now below the question was, okay, delete command versus truncate. So what is the differences between these two commands? Let me see. Okay, right. The first point here, observe guys. Delete command through, can I delete a specific row? Possible, huh? So that what we can say, we can delete a specific row. But truncate command is possible? No, it is not allowed. Okay, simple way, I'm shortly writing. Okay, right. Next one. So why, sir, delete command can delete a specific row? Why not a truncate command cannot delete specific row? The difference is what now? It was supporting, okay, delete command supporting what now? Where condition. Okay, now it is supported where condition. But truncate command is supported? No, not supporting here. Okay, now that's what. And the third point, delete command through I can delete a specific row and also all rows. The both I can do it. But truncate command through only all rows but not specific. But here, what is the important point here? When you deleted data by using delete command, the deletion how it will be means here it is a temporary deletion. It is a temporary deletion. But what we discussed in the last class truncate, it's a permanent deletion. It's a permanent deletion. Now we can see. So delete command is deleting data temporarily. That means the deleted data I have a chance to restore now. Yes or no? Yes. So how we can? That means we can restore. We can restore data. Okay. So by using one of the command is called as a which command here? Rollback command. Okay, now this is data restoring. But here data is permanently deleted means we don't have a chance to restore. So there is no chance. Okay, here there is no chance now. We cannot restore. And now the next one here, observe. Delete command. Okay, so its execution process internally, how much time it will take to delete your rows from your table. Okay, so it will be like this. Execution speed is slow. So why, sir, execution speed was slow? Why it was means, how this delete command is deleting your rows means in the manner of which manner, guys? One by one row manner. For example, you have 100 rows in your table. 100 rows you have in your table, and on that table if I use delete command, then how your 100 rows are deleted? Not at a time. It was deleted one by one. One by one. For each row will take 1 microsecond. Then how many microseconds? 100 microseconds will take, or else 100 seconds will take to delete your entire table data. So because of reason, one by one. But the truncate command is not like this here. The truncate command execution speed is what? Fast. How wiser it is a fast means, how it was deleting your rows means deleting rows as a page, as a page wise, as a page. In the page we have a set of rows. Okay, now this is what, that's why speed is fast here. Okay, so your page means what, sir? Okay, let me see. So execution speed is slow because of reason one by one row, but here it was treated as a page. For example, this is your page, guys. Okay, now in the book this is one page. So in this page there are 100 rows are there. 100 rows, how it will be means one by one. Can I do this? Oh, all in one, huh? Okay, so how it is means, okay, this is if you treat a page. Okay, now in the page some rows are there. If you apply your delete command on this page, that means on this table, delete command how it was deleting means like this. One row, one row deleted. Now tell me, if you delete like this, it was time consuming, time saving, time consuming. So suppose truncate command, what it will do, it's not like that, it will be like this. Which action will be faster? Thank you, ma. Huh? Which action will be faster? Truncate. That is called a ఇందులో ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఏం లేదు కదా, ఒకసారి చూసుకోండి. Okay, right. So this is what it was happened, delete command and truncate command. So delete command will be one by one row. Truncate command, enter the page. It's nothing but if you have 100 rows in your table, that 100 rows will treat as a one page, and at a time it was deleted. Okay, no? That's why deletion speed was slow compared to truncate, and truncate speed was fast. Okay, so these are the main differences, guys, here in between delete and truncates. Okay, now, and here in this two more commands are there, but these two more commands I will discuss after related topics. Okay, now, suppose one related topic which related to insert all, there I will show you what is insert all. So merge command, if you understand here, this related topic is what we called a joins. So first you know some idea on the joins, how it will be joining. Based on that, that command will be explained. Okay, now, right. So keep it here. There's two futures we will be explained in coming sessions. Okay, right. And what is the next one, guys? Here, the third language, data retrieval language. Take this. Okay, fine. So let me come and see. So select command here. So basically the select command, and here in the name only there, retrieval purpose. So reading purpose. So this command also same like this here. Okay, to retrieve. Yeah, retrieve is nothing but, even though you can say read also. To retrieve all rows, okay, from a table. So at a time. Okay, no? And otherwise we can say to retrieve a specific row, okay, from a table by using, okay, so that what where condition. Okay, now this is what we called as select command. Through we retrieve or else reading all rows, otherwise retrieve read specific row also, okay, by your table. But whenever you want to go for specific row, compulsory where condition here also need. Okay, right. And below text syntax of this. So I just come select a star, or else star is nothing but list of columns. Star is nothing but list of columns, and from table name, and now we want to use where, and here I want to pass condition. Okay, now okay, let me see some examples on this. Can you come out and see? And I, of course, my table. Okay, so so I just taking some demo tables are there. I will, okay, sorry, here not there. Okay, so now I will take some demo tables, and this document I will share you. Okay, Oracle demo tables here, guys. Here, so create table name EMP, number, name, job, manager, hire date, salary, commission, department number. Okay, now, so this is one table I'm designing into my. Okay, I just copy pasted. Okay, so and next one is called in this we have to insert some records. So I have some records here. So finally, so these are we are actually working tables. These are, so I just made it here, right? And one more table, I will take it from this. The second table I'm creating, create table department number, name, and LOC. So you also do like the same as this, copy paste here, automatically table is created, right? Now, fine. And in insertion of data, okay? So I'm inserting some data into this table. So let me come back here. Okay, fine. I just made it a commit. Okay, let me come out and see. So here I have it two tables. Okay, EMP and okay, let me see, guys. So select a star from in my tab list. How many tables we have here? Three tables we have it. One is EMP table, student, and department. Okay, let me come out and see. Suppose I want to call the department table, complete details I have it here. Then we are writing now department. Select a star from DEPT. So here, can you see in this command, I'm using what now? Star. Star is nothing but what we said in your table. How many number of columns are there? That all columns are we are reading now. We are retrieval now. Okay, so that is what. Suppose if you know, even though you can write your columns like this: DEPT number, comma, DNAME, comma, LOC from DEPT. So both are same. That's why the people saying that star is nothing but list of columns. Okay, so this is one. But in this table, suppose you want it specific, okay, department details you want it, then you have to use like this, okay, from DEPT, and the department number is equals to 30 I was given now. Then which department I got it here? Yes, Chicago, the 30th department information, I got it. Okay, so like here, specific one, you can go to take it now. So this is what we called as a all columns you have to take this. This is retrieving all data. Okay. In your DEPT table, how many columns we have it here? That all columns we are going to be taken out. This is what. And the next one is specific record. If you want to take, you can take specific record. Okay. The specific record also you have to take now. And now, for example, in the next case, just wait. Okay, in the next case, observe. Suppose I have your, okay, the table name is what now? EMP. So this is my employee table. And in this employee table, you can see employee number, employee name, jobs, MGR, hire dates, salaries, commissions, and department number. Suppose in this, the table, if I want to know it here, suppose who are working under the job is manager. So who's working under the job is manager. If you wanted that specific people, even though we are writing what now? Select command, select a star from EMP where what condition? Job is equals to manager. Okay. Only that managers people only we are fetching your table. Okay. Now this is one case. Suppose in this you can see, okay, now commission column you can see, guys, here. In commission column, can you see you have some nulls? How many employees commissions are having value? 4 people, 300, 5, 1400, 0. These are having some values. But remaining 10 people, in their commission column, cells are empty. So which employee commission is empty or empty cells? Those empty cells of commission people data I want to retrieval now. Understand na? In this case also, how to retrieval empty cells here? So we are writing the condition. Okay, what I said, job commission is equals to null. But what I said, in comparison level, if you write like this, it doesn't consider your request. So now what I want to use now? So now I want to take is null. Then you can see to executed only the people whose commissions are empty. Got it? Got it now? Yes. So 3, 5, 14 and 0 was not came, and empty cells people only we find out. Okay now? So this is what we called as here. So we have to use the select command in such a way. Understand now? Take some examples here. Now take this select command. So completed. So you are in your Google Classroom up to where you got it, your notes, the main notes. Data types main notes. Huh? Up to data types, huh? So up to here, introduction to SQL running nodes up to today. Okay, I forward here, and later along with this, for your practicing purpose, I'm sending Oracle demo tables. Okay, for your practice, because from the next onwards, we are using maximum these tables only, Oracle demo tables, and that also I just forward to you. Okay, so in this Oracle demo tables documentation, how many tables we have it here, that each and every table copy and paste into your Oracle. Okay, now, so basically we are working on three tables very oftenly. One is employee table, second one department, and third one sal grade. These are the three tables are there as it is copy paste. Okay, that you have to do it now. Okay, fine. So these are your, okay, for your up to today, your notes is there. Okay, now, and main notes, SQL introduction main notes also my people are uploaded. Okay, in tomorrow, because some more portion was there that was completed. They will send to you tomorrow. Okay, right. So up to your running notes, you have it. Okay, right, guys. So I stop it here and we'll continue tomorrow. Yesterday and today complete, I send it. Once you file open and see, you can understand automatically. All right. Okay, guys, we'll continue tomorrow. Okay, right. Thank you.